What's up guys, today I'll be reviewing the Western Digital My Passport Studio 1TB edition. You can also get a 500GB version, 750GB version, a 1TB version, and the new 2TB version. But out of the box, what the 1TB version comes with is a micro to USB 2.0 cable. This measures to be 19 inches long or 48 centimeters in length. It also comes with a Firewire 800 cable, which is the same length as the USB 2.0 cable. As for the interface, this has two Firewire 800 ports as well as one micro USB port. Now, with the two Firewire 800 ports, what you could do is actually daisy chain multiple drives. For those of you that are unfamiliar with daisy chaining, what that means is, let's say I plug this into one port. Pretend that's plugged in, and I'll plug this into my computer, and then if I had another drive like this, I could grab another Firewire 800 cable, plug it into the other port that's in here, and then plug it into the other drive that I'd have, and I could essentially run two hard drives off of one port from my computer. So that's what daisy chaining essentially is in a nutshell. Now, what's inside this? Well, for this version, you're going to find a 1TB WD10TB or TPVT. I'll have it right out here. Scorpio Blue running at 5,400 RPM with 8 megabytes cache and a SATA 3 gigabit per second interface. Now, isn't a 7,200 RPM drive better? Not when using USB 2.0 ports or Firewire 800 ports. There's going to be no noticeable performance gain when using a 7,200 RPM drive compared to a 5,400 RPM drive, unless you're using a USB 3.0 port or a Thunderbolt port. But this doesn't have either of that, so don't worry about that. Now, what surprised me a lot about this drive was how easily you can actually take this apart. Now, if you look on the bottom, there's 4 screws. One here, here, down there, and here. So you just unscrew those, and then you can pop off this black part, and then you'll expose the hard drive that's inside it, and just unscrew a few more screws that are inside it, and then you can actually take out the hard drive and you can swap in another hard drive if you want. But that's, I don't know if they did that on purpose or what, but it's really easy to take the hard drive out compared to other external hard drives, that is. Now, what usually gets overlooked with portable external hard drives is the rubber padding that's on the bottom. That's actually more important than you think. So what I like to do is put it through a test. So I have a hardcover book. Yes, it's the Beatles. And I'm going to place it on top of here, and I'm going to tilt it. And we're going to see what angle until it starts sliding. So it's right about here. I don't know what angle that is. I gotta get a protractor, but I don't want to. But I could literally go really high up, and it's just barely gonna slide. Now, let's say if it didn't have the rubber padding, it'd be gone. See? That's how important it is to have the rubber padding on it. So this actually has really good rubber padding on the bottom, which surprises me. Now, let's get on to the software that this comes with, and then we'll go right on to the speed test. Alright, so now looking at the software that this comes with, this is the utility software that comes with. You have diagnostics, which you can test the drive. There's multiple tests you can run. It's got a sleep timer, which you can set for 10, 15, 30, 45, and never. You also have drive erase and some registration stuff. Now let's go on to the security, security. And what this is basically it allows you to set a password. There's a warning that says that it cannot retrieve your password, and you'll lose your access to the data if you don't remember it. So now we'll go on to the speed test. For the sake of this test, we're going to be using the Blackmagic Disk Speed Test. Now this is with Firewire 800 plugged in, so let's go ahead and hit start. 58, 60, 63, 65. The read 70. Okay, that's pretty good. Alright, so now we have USB 2.0 plugged in, so let's start the test. 20. 31, 30. So it's significantly slower using USB 2.0. Overall, this drive performs very well for my needs. I use this drive for my iTunes library, and there is noticeable improvement in speeds when using Firewire 800 compared to USB 2.0. I recommend this drive for anyone who has a MacBook or iMac that has Firewire 800 ports, because Thunderbolt is just too expensive right now, and USB 2.0 feels heavily outdated. I hope you enjoyed my review. Have a nice day. There we go, that's what I'm talking about.